Hey there, my fellow Gravcore seekers, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Odyssey, The Voidborn. Episode 25, Fighting Mechs in Total Darkness. At this point, the next stage would be probably to include the large tanks, right? So what I was thinking of doing is changing the layout of this ship a little bit so that the engines are here and they act as walls to enclose the ship. So changing the back of the ship like this. Gideon, in order to... let's have you destroy this rusted industrial truck that's kind of in the way. Perfect. It almost doesn't even matter what, like, melee weapon Gideon has, because he's, I mean, the Starjacks suck at brawling that badly. And we're ready to launch again. We haven't actually gotten a ton of food yet, so I'm going to keep hunting until we've topped up. So the next hop here is likely to be the crash mech platform. And I just want to adjust our ship a little bit before we make the hop out that way. So I've got 24 more die. Keep that in mind. So one of the advantages of having the ship, having the engines be incorporated in as walls of the ship, is if it breaks down and we're like inside, we can render repairs without having to like go outside or anything like that. But it will still technically be enclosed. It was a strange looking, definitely a strange looking thing. And I ruined the general stockpile just now, but at some point, once we have a shuttle, we won't have all of this, like, stockpile problems where it's, like, bleeding everywhere. Alright, these inside walls can be steel, not uranium. So to lower the total value of our ship, I'm just going to make them into steel, because we don't need uranium on the internals. I mean, that's overkill. And eventually, we can even enclose the engines with a shroud. I mean, I think we actually have the means to do that now, but I don't really need to make that change at the moment. But that would be a possibility. All right. In terms of health, we do have a toe missing on Lisk, so that might be the next best thing to solve. Because we're planet side, we already move slower than normal. So normally we'd move 4.6. We're not low gravity adapted, so we move at 4.4, which means that we're at risk of being overrun by really any enemy. And as we have injuries, we're even slower, putting us at greater risk. So trying to remove some of those risk factors would be a good idea. Once we get a little bit... oh, yep, there goes the tiles. Perfect. So, I intend to put the large chem tanks back here. And that will allow us to store more fuel and get more bang for our buck for launches once it's all floored up. Wow, this map tile is So many animals. I haven't really seen raiders try to bash hidden cables within walls, so I'm not too worried about putting said cables on the outside of the ship. I don't think it's much of a structural risk for the ship. Yeah, we're getting a whole bunch more meat, which is great. Jade. I don't really need jade for our ship. We got this like white aesthetic. I know I have jade incorporated in the ship already. Oh, I don't know. I mean, it's worth a lot, but we suck at mining. And Lisk is currently making a leg for himself. Yeah, I'll probably not bother. Butcher creature until we have, let's say, 800 meat butchered. I think that's probably a good threshold to aim for. Oh, and Gideon just got inspired trade. Okay, Liz got his Bionic leg made. And it's probably one I'm going to want to install immediately before, like, threats descend upon me. Yeah, I'm a little paranoid. Alright, perfect. So, large chem tank, boom. And then we'll be able to phase out the smaller chem tanks, which are, like, less space efficient than the large ones. And we'll have 1,500 fuel ready to go. A trigger-happy pirate. Wow, you've got gray hair and like a goatee and you're 17 years old? Okay. It's quite the look. Another thing I intend to do is to consolidate storage at some point. I am hoping to like earn a shuttle. This could even be a shuttle bay if we put the hospital somewhere else. But consolidate our storage so that one trade beacon can cover it all. And I know I still don't have a comms console. That's something I intend to make. The other thing I could do is to have the biofuel refinery here and the comms console there, and that might not be a bad place for them. I don't know how I feel about moving the biofuel refinery yet another time, but like, you know, iterative improvements and all, right? Oh, you're really leaving me hanging. Okay, we're ready for another chem tank. And for the moment, I could probably stop the marble cutting, because I don't think we need more marble at the moment. I should have probably rushed to get the chem fuel loaded up faster, because the risk of having some sort of emergency where we need to take off and not having chem fuel loaded up would be a bad plan, a bad time, but whatever. Visitors from Northeastern Calor. So Northeastern Calor is the Civil Outlander Union, and if they're here for trading... No, they're just visiting. Okay. Because I was thinking briefly that it might be a good idea for me to gift like a bunch of leather and stuff like that to them to become allied, because I have a lot of leather in the colony, but I guess that's not an option. Alright. Sweet. We have comms. Make a few more shelves, which probably needs more marble. And then there are these voids here as well, which we can make use of soon. Having all these visitors with like guns freaks me out a bit. Defending the scanner. Oh boy. Another shield generator? It's tempting. I don't need to, but like we could use to. It's food for thought. The only problem is we would be waiting there for a long time. There's not, I don't think, a risk that the mechs would come in that time. But it is like a long time sitting in one place, which is a bit of the disadvantage. I'd love to be able to poll you guys. I'm going to use Twitch's poll. Do we accept the scanner quest or survey quest? So I'll put that up for 3 minutes. Place the comms console with the back to the engine so that fuel intake is easier. I could have. You mean like this? Or this? Well, probably that. At this point, it's already built, and we, you know, the time it takes to fuel is not that bad. Shields can be used when they are placed with grav engines. So you can use them in a settlement if your settlement has a grav engine. Like if you park your ship permanently, I guess it can be used. But that would be the only scenario where it'd be usable. I can't believe we really haven't made a lot of long-range mineral scanning progress. I guess, Rylus, you are crafting or hauling more than research, so I'm going to change his priorities so that he's doing more research. I'd love to start making more locust armor and bionic legs. I think I'm going to focus more on the bionic legs. Oh, I don't know. So the thing is, because we're poorly gravity adapted, it's both I see as a problem, honestly. I don't know. But it is nice that Liz can just, like, flatten a forest now. That was a big change to Starjacks. Alright, seems to me like our ship is just about ready to take launch. We've got the new chem tanks. We've got quite a lot of meat ready. So I'm just gonna clean up a little bit and then wait for everyone to wrap up their current tasks, and we'll jump to the grav core. Unless you want me to accept the survey quest, which overwhelmingly you guys are saying no. All right. I like how there's a jade stool there. Like, that jade stool no one's even sitting on anymore. Ooh, a shaman merchant. We're already allied with these people? Alright, so you guys do not want me to accept it. Copy that. We'll keep seeking grav cores and ways to help Roy. I think that's easily the more important things for us to manage. So as far as wildlife goes, let's cancel all hunt designations. Lisk, you move at... Okay, cool. So he moves faster than... So as long as everyone has one bionic leg, we can move faster than 4.6, which on planet side is probably the most important thing for us to manage. These guys have a bunch of plasteel, which I'm absolutely going to buy. I'd love to be able to buy their gold, too, because we don't have a lot of gold, but I'll probably hold off on that. Plasteel is going to be the most important. And they told us about a ancient complex. Cool. Alright, so let's dismiss them. Start hauling in the plasteel. And I think, yeah, I've decided that a leg for everyone is probably a good goal before the Locust Armor. Because Locust Armor will wear out, but as long as we don't actually physically lose our legs, they will always serve us well. How much wood is left? Oh, barely any at all. So we just have a little bit of hauling left to do, and then we could take off. The next hop will be grasslands, and there will still be stuff to hunt there too. At this point, it's just like plain leather, because if we can get a visiting merchant, that's a really good way to make a lot of money. Or if Lisk runs out of plasteel, making clothing out of it. Something along those lines. I forgot to turn off the marble blocks, but that's fine. I'm sure I'll find more use for it. Technically, we can marble that up down there as well. Okay. I don't see a reason to stick around here any longer, so let's launch. Current priority is get another grav core. $400 chrome fuel cost, and we're off. So we're pretty far away from the other two grav cores that are way up north, and it's going to take a while for us to work our way up there. But that's a destination to be done soon, for sure. Grabbing the cores is a requirement of even be able to take on the mech hive. So you got to do one to do the other. So it's 3 major platforms. Weird doors. So we don't have to hack these doors, which is interesting. It also makes me worried that those doors are going to have mechs that are aggressive. So I'm going to point the ship towards it. There's also an Ancient Danger here. And Ancient Dangers, as you are well aware, can have heal serums or res serums. There's a little bit of jade on the south. There's some steel. It's an interesting map tile. To get the crash ship grav core, I would like to do the Ancient Danger first. Because, of course, Roy's life is at stake. So we got Advanced Components, Soother, Pulsar, Hermetic Crate. I can also use the Animal Pulsar as a method to clear out some mechs. So that is to be considered. Actually, Gideon, go help them. It's not much of a fight. Pretty easy. I don't want to pop open the caskets, though, because they could easily overpower us. And then the moment of the truth, do we have something nice in the hermetic crate? We'll see in a second. Tech print for neural computation. So, not amazing, but not terrible. You can get heal serum from hermetic crates, yes. It's in the loot pool. There's nowhere to even stand to throw at that horseshoe pin, so that's like a bad location. I'll put it there. Alright, Gideon. I'm gonna have you poke your head in. Oh, we're already getting shot. Ow, don't punch me. So, literally, I just wanted... Okay, we're gonna need to rally everyone else, because I can see the Cyclops getting all pissy. Actually, the Cyclops is kind of stuck behind that. That's really funny. The Minotaur is like, haha, you shall not pass. Nice. Shooting at the ship is a lot better than shooting at us. Whoa! Don't get collateral, though. Alright, and then you can take out the... You're only bruised, so you can take out the turret. No problem. I don't think I'm going to have Lisk bother with the Jade. Our ship just can't benefit from Jade all that much. One of the other advantages using Gideon in this is Gideon can hack doors too. So if I set him as a research 4, he can do the hacking and the scouting. Oh god. That's a room to be avoided if we can help it, because that's a lot of potential mechs popping out of vents. This is a hallway. A hallway of hallways. Oh boy. More mech vats. We've got a sealed crate, which is interesting. Turrets. A Scyther, and a Cyclops. So not something that we're going to want to, like, fumble our way into. And then getting into this room means we have to clear one or the other. Probably this room. Alright, so let's hack here. And then to get here, we have to go through these vats, but we'll do that as a full group. Glitter. All right. That's probably overkill, I see. I mean, I know I told you to allow it, but let's not. Changing the Dr. Carno meds until they actually need proper care. Polling. Are you up yet? Doesn't look like it. So we do have another bionic leg, and then I'm going to have Gideon apply the neural computation so that his intellectual goes up. He'll actually level up to 8 as a result. Boom. And Gideon, I'm going to have you get the Bionic Leg. Because, if you're scouting in ruins, it makes sense to have you move faster. So, Lisk has one, Gideon has one, Icy and Rylus need one. So, we'll queue that up in a minute. If you're wondering, breach axing our way in here could be safer. The thing is, when mechs pop out of the ancient vats, if we have all of our shooters trained on them, it's like not that much of a threat. It's not, I'm not saying it's easy, but it's like not that bad. Could be worse. Alright, long range scan got done. So, thinking about this, marine armor would be amazing, as would hospital beds. Given the frequency that we get injured, hospital beds might be what I want. The other thing is, it's possible for us to get the genes to help Roy, and for that we would need xenogenetics. And I think it's safe to say that even though it's a small chance that Roy could be helped with xenogenetics, the crew of this ship would absolutely leap at it. So with that said, xenogenetics is next. Because if we can do his gene implantation to save him, awesome. Blocking the sun? Yeah, I really don't care. It's annoying, but like, I'm not solar powered. What difference does that make? Yeah, we could get an Archite and a Deathless gene or something like that. Exactly. You are of Yibrish. You are forever hostile, so, catch a bullet. Why has nobody grabbed the glitter meds? That's just weird at this point. Regardless, I think it's safe to say that given how small this room likely is, and how small this room is, the grav core is probably not in either of those. Looks like they need something to do. Alright, so let's rally all the troops and work our way through this wall of gross. See, it's not that much of a problem if you have everyone ready. Only some of the vats have a proximity sensor. Whoa, that could have been bad, though. Ouch. I was hoping that I would be able to end it before it got those shots off. Come on, Lancers. Ooh, you know what? Shut that off. I want them shooting at this uranium turret, so it's like less of a threat for me. There we go, perfect. Oh, I think that was aimed at me. It doesn't matter. Okay, let's keep going. We'll smelt them down for parts later. I just want to reach this door. And there's only one more vat that could pop open. And it didn't. Well, that was a boring room. And that's a hallway. Okay. Everyone takes a break. Jerk and the psychic drone. A 9-year-old named Jerk. Yeah, it's a Neanderthal. It's not a Starjack, so I don't care, but that's pretty funny. Where are you? Oh, you're shredding mechs. Yeah, this is a lot of dead space. I agree. So we're gonna want to go through here to get to there. But given that I see the walls here, I can basically guarantee that there's not a reactor in there. It's fine. Or a grav core, I should say. But we'll still do it for the possibility of good loot. I didn't update the home zone. That's an error on my part. I'm glad I didn't have any engines fail. Inside ship should be also updated. Technically, the back halves of these engines are like inside the ship. I'm also going to do, the inside of the ship is going to be like the entire inside, vac safe or not vac safe, because we're Voidborn. I'm not too worried about asphyxiation or vac exposure. So that's the inside of the ship. And Joker, thank you for the gifted subs. I appreciate it. Alright, the other zones I can get rid of. Oh, actually, let's keep Area 1, and that will just cover the entire ship. Area 2 can get nuked, and this will be entire ship. And then once we move, it will get set correctly. Alright, we don't yet have another bionic leg, so we're just waiting on an advanced component from Lisk. But Gideon's already healed up. Not really sure what there is to see in a foggy rain with sunblock. But sure, I guess. There's surprisingly like a lot of creatures to hunt, regardless. Oh, and a ball constrainer. So this is a fantastic opportunity for us to become aligned with the Northeastern Calor, because we have like so much stuff that we can gift them. So that's what I intend to do, so that then we can call in exotica traders from them and be able to buy a shuttle engine, which would be amazing. So that's the hope. So Mr. Lisk, let's get out there and make friends. Gift. Insect jelly, insect meat. I'll hold on to the heavy leather. And the thrombomane. I'm holding on to the thrombomane for the possibility of a inspiration. $73, so I need 2 more rep with them, and we're allied. Done. Alright, now for actual trading. Oh god, you have buckets of human meat. I question your civil union. Methinks not so civil. Interestingly, there's like nothing I even want to buy from them. Well, maybe dyes. That's about it. But good to have another ally, for sure. And then also, our stockpiles are not stupid anymore. Which is another big benefit. I'm gonna have them stay here for a bit. I don't see... There's not really a benefit for me to have, like, dismiss them. They can be fodder. We have a bunch of, like, tribal weapons in our stockpiles, which is dumb. In fact, some of these shelves aren't even connected. I'm gonna link... Oh, I screwed that up. I think what I want to do is, like, link everything together, and then have them all have the same sort of settings. So, all of my shelves... Almost all the shelves, come on. All shelves minus the vac suit shelves are linked now. So what we don't want is bows. Spear. Actually, we can do this better. Let's go to all melee weapons and say no. And then say yes to Mono, Plasma, Zeus, Eltex, all the others I don't care about. Even Breach, I don't. I'll allow Breach, but the worry is I'll start picking up random stupid Breach. And then for range, we'll do no bolt, no auto pistol, no Pilla, pump, revolver, machine, LMGs, and then apparel, we should say no tainted, at the very least. And normal, copy, and then on the floor, paste. So the floor is like the same as the shelves. Alright, if we want to get rid of those things, I'll just have a generic stockpile here at low. So everything that doesn't belong on our shelf will just be dumped out here. Bows and everything else. Because we really don't have need for them. Once Rylus and Lisk wake up, I'll clear out the last corner of this facility, and then we'll start, I guess, hacking our way into the next one. So I'll queue up the doors to be hacked. But yeah, the ship looks might be cleaner now, I think. And it looks like everyone's awake. Perfect. Let's get moving. So I'm just forbidding all the doors that I wouldn't want to, like, accidentally waltz through. There's a Tesseron. Oh, God, I hate Tesserons. Oh, and we somehow woke up the, Nope, Icy, move. Oh, God. We somehow accidentally woke up the Cyclops. I do actually get the seal crate, though. So, I'm a little worried that that Scyther is, like, beelining to me. So let's get a move on. Ooh, you know, I just realized it's possible. No, the trade caravan's gonna help me out with this. I feel bad, because, you know, they ain't paid to do this, but... Oh, wait, you're punching my stuff? Hold on, never mind. I take it back. Rude. So I guess I really didn't need to go through here, because we want this sealed crate, because who knows what's inside. We'll only know when we get there. So we'll work our way through this room. I could pop the caskets. One of the benefits of the caskets, they're not going to have heal serum or anything like that on them. But one of the benefits is they could have advanced components gold or plasteel. That would be more what we're looking for. Oh, come on. Yep, yes. Alright, now, break. Uh-oh. Run, run, run. I'm having a feeling like, oh, wow, look at that. That was weird. I'm just going to hold my ground because I was like, yeah, it's going to catch me. Keep dodging, bud. He's got, like, a bionic leg, which is helping a little bit. The thing is, we need to move now, because we're going to get zap lasered if we don't. And that was a nasty torso shot. So, you get away from that scyther. I'll help getting in a minute. I do see that they have, like, low mental break risks. Sweet. Icy. You stay drafted. Oh, no, there's a turret in there. Never mind. So, let's do a little bit of recovery. Here we go. Oh, that's a little overkill. Just like before. And here's our bionic leg. Perfect. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Odyssey, the Voidborn, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Starjacks.